Here at Arco, what we're manufacturing on a daily basis are mission critical, engine critical parts. So when we talk about manufacturing parts that are solely designed with the intention of replacing original equipment, obviously making sure that we meet the output of that part identically is imperative. We don't stop there. I mean, that would almost be too simple. What we're actually trying to do is create a better performing part that matches that output. And when I say better performing, I don't mean stronger, faster, harder. I mean lasts longer, is more durable and more reliable. So one of the things that we're constantly tasking ourselves with here at Arco is how do we engineer out product flaws? A common misnomer is that original equipment is flawless and that it's perfect equipment. And that's just not simply the case. You're going to see, as we walk through a couple different part examples, just a small snippet of the things that we're doing that are always designed with the intention of making a part last longer. What we're looking at here is a very popular inboard starter. Our 3470A has multiple applications, fits on lots of major engines. And when you think inboard starter, you should be thinking about water. I mean, this is a common problem with inboard starters is they take on water very often. Anytime something like a bad bilge pump goes, the engine takes on water. And so when you're making parts for that engine, your ability to actually kind of withstand some moisture is going to be critical. So we take several things into account when we're building this part to make sure that it can hold up as best as possible. First and foremost, you see this nice matte black paint. This is an epoxy powder coated paint. This is actually the second layer of paint that we have on this piece. We have an initial layer that is a zinc based paint that is very water resistant, very water resilient, and actually helps this part stay super dry. So when you're engineering out flaws of products, you don't always just focus on the big ticket items. Sometimes you have to go to some of the smaller component parts to get that overall product quality. No different here. This is a solenoid. Right here I've got a original equipment solenoid. This is on most of your Mercury engines. Then I've got the Arco heavy duty solenoid. We sell both here at Arco. Even with this cutout, you can tell right away that this is the much nicer quality. It's got a much more heavy duty material. It's got a rivet versus a clamp. But the biggest thing you're going to see is this contact point. So this has 100% contact. With the Mickey Mouse ear contact point, you're actually getting 100% contact versus on the original equipment, you're only getting about a 30% contact. So when that charge is going through the solenoid, making sure that it's consistent in every time, you want that contact point to be stronger. Even little things like a washer at the top end of this so it doesn't get stripped off. These are all things that we're doing to make sure this part holds up and creates a better charge every time for you. This is an outboard starter, part number 7326. This cutout does a really good job of showing you our powder coating that we bake on to all of our cores. This means that as water is getting, if water unfortunately is able to get in even to the interior of this motor, this baked on powder coating is going to allow an extra layer of corrosion protection in addition to the exterior. That's going to mean that it holds up even with limited moisture. Thank you for choosing Arco. We value your partnership over the last 60 years. We're looking forward to working with you in the future as we continue to deliver high quality parts to you.